When I researched executive coaching some 4 years ago, I found that it was a kind of undefined industry. It seemed to be everything from training to consultancy. And that wasn't what I quite wanted to do. So I took myself off for a couple of years and studied at business school, studied the psychology of executive coaching. And that allowed me to, reflect on my own change required. And it also made me become less directive as a person and more collaborative. I think the clients can benefit from the investment I've put into understanding the coaching world, again complemented with my own executive experience. I've had the time to reflect on the changes I've had to make in my own corporate life, and often I haven't changed quick enough. I had spent 34 years in corporate life, quite a mixed and varied corporate life, half of it in retailing, half of it in technology, half of it was in FTSE 100 companies, and half of it was in private equity. And I now can see the patterns that I myself was stuck in that needed changing. And therefore, I think I'm quite well placed to help executives who need to rethink their work and rethink their behaviors and patterns in order to change for the good of themselves and their organizations. Effective coaching is relational. The aim of the coaching is to make the relationship as deep as possible between myself and the client, whereby I understand the client's issues as well as the client does. That allows us to explore outmoded patterns and to create new thinking together. I recently worked with a female sales and marketing director who'd been at the company some 6-9 months. She was brought in because of her great success in her previous role, her vibrancy, her leadership style, and they wanted some change in the organization. After some time, she found that this wasn't working as well as she had hoped. There was a number of barriers inside the organization, and she just couldn't make change happen. We started to work together and tried to figure out what it was that had worked so well in the past, now didn't seem to work quite so well. The work took us to identifying patterns in herself that she assumed in her new organization would work well for her, and in fact they weren't working particularly well for her. We had to rethink those through, and she had to make some change in how she approached her work and how she approached her colleagues. She now is the CEO of that organization. We both still work together, and I think we both agree that she's become a more collaborative, more caring as a person and a better leader.